Hello, my name is Natalia Rodriguez, and on behalf of myself, Janet Perez, and Audrey Silva, our group presentation is on silver. Our first slide, we're going to start off with the introduction. It is about the discovery of silver. So silver mining was discovered around 3000 BC in Greece and in our modern day Turkey. There wasn't much evidence of previous contact with silver, so when we researched the discovery of silver, it was there. It's important because it was one of the first metals to be discovered by humans, and not only discovered, but the early civilization, they put silver to good use for economic and efficiency reasons. The word silver originated from the Anglo-Saxon word sulfur in 3000 BC. And the symbol for silver, Ag, is Latin for the word argentum, which many of our elements on the periodic table come from Latin origins. The image to the right is a basic image of the element that would be shown on any periodic table. The number on top, 47, is the atomic number. Ag is the symbol. Silver is the element name. And the number in the bottom is the atomic mass. So the next slide discusses the historical view of silver. And like I said in the introduction, silver was very important and put to use quickly. And in a major way, it was used for currency, which is money. So in this time, the Athens used this money for the people, for the government, for agriculture, architecture, and for trading. Trading was very important. It was then introduced to the Roman Empire. Now, once the Roman Empire got a hold of silver, it quickly spread. The Roman Empire was extremely powerful and well known, so silver became extremely useful and sufficient. Then, as time progressed, Spain got a grasp of silver, and with this silver, it was introduced in trades from all countries all over. They were trading food, silver, supplies, and with this introduction of silver all over the world, it boosted economic growth and the production of other elements and minerals through mining, digging, and so forth. The pictures to the right, I split them in two so they're more visible. It shows a major timeline of silver. It was introduced by mining, it was used for currency, trading, very valuable, good money, good worth, good use. And here this timeline just shows the progression of the use of silver and the importance. Our next slide discovers why is silver significant. Silver is significant for multiple reasons. The main one would be economic growth. As you can see on the picture to the right, the silver production all over the world increased dramatically as every century. So that right there is just a visual as you can see how much it progressed. Now, another one would be for mine processes and tools. Well, silver was discovered in mining, so they use tools to further the exploration of the mining process, and other tools in day-to-day lives, weapons such as that. The separation of silver from other materials was extremely important in that it differentiated metals and elements at the time. Now, the periodic table wasn't formed or calculated until later. So as they discovered silver, they could separate other materials and the list progressed. As we know, silver is known for its thermal conductivity. It is a metal, so it has great conductivity, which was very useful then and now.
Okay, our next slide will talk about where we get silver from. Our next slide will talk about where we get silver from. So silver may be found around the globe, but there are specific areas that produce more or more silver is found due to the activity in the earth crust. 57% of silver comes from the Americas, and Peru and Mexico supply 40%. Silver is generally concentrated around volcanic and hydrothermal activity, and it is rarely found in pure form. So it won't be found in nuggets, lodes, or placer deposits. Like, it can be found, but it's rare to be found in those certain forms. It is actually found in alloys, mineral deposits, or in trace amounts of other ores. Silver is beneath the Earth's crust, and it often mixes with silver before it being deposited into the crust by volcanic activity, or as silver salts in hydrothermal activity. The American continent has some of the biggest silver deposits in the world, with mines in the US, Mexico, Bolivia, Chile, Peru, and Canada, all producing significant amounts of silver annually. Poland has 3 of the largest silver mines in the world, and gold-rich Australia also has significant silver deposits. The map shown in the slide shows all the 10 mines in the world, but they're the top 10. So number 1 is the biggest one, and as it goes, it shows where silver is found the most.
So many of us may know how common and used silver is. However, before starting this project, I did not pay attention to how much silver was being used by my family on a daily basis. But now, I see how extremely important silver is to today's common people. As for jewelry, many might be common with sterling silver, which contains not only 92.5% silver, but also copper and some other metals. So the sterling silver can appear in most jewelry and silver tableware. One fact that I didn't know was that silver is used to make mirrors because it is one of the best reflectors of visible light known. However, the downside is that it may tarnish with time. Silver can also be used in dental alloys, solder and brazing alloys, electrical contacts, and batteries. And it can also be used to make printed circuits. On the right of the slide, we have some silver uses from the ancient times to today. Silver is used mostly in electronics, coins, and there are many other uses of silver, such as medicinal uses, solar panels, photography, and again, of course, we have jewelry. This is part 2 of what are the modern day uses of silver. Iodide and silver bromide were extremely important in the history of photography. This is because of the sensitivity to the light. Even so, with the rise of digital photography, silver salts are still so very crucial in producing the highest quality images and protecting against illegal copying. So, even as the world is moving on and progressing with technology, this goes to show that we are still using the old-fashioned silver uses because it is still very effective and gives high-quality outcomes. Most might not know that silver has antibacterial properties and it is used in clothing to prevent bacteria from digesting sweats or forming unpleasant odors. Another fun fact that I did not know was that silver threads are put into the fingertips of some gloves so that they are able to be used with touchscreen phones. Now again, to the right, we have the evolution of silver's uses, and I specifically use this image to show that the silver uses from back in the Middle Ages and so forth are still used to this day. So again, with all the newer technology, silver is that important and useful to us that it is still around and popular to this day. This is the last modern day uses of silver slide. This is part 3. I added these two graphs because I wanted to demonstrate the demand for silver and the use of it throughout the years. So in the first in the pie chart, it says that 46% of the silver demand comes from industrial applications, so such things as manufacturing, food processing, storage, chemical, petrochemical, power plants, all that jazz. And then for the 18%, we have jewelry. Jewelry is very widespread and common for people to wear, and you have your silver and then your gold, which are the two most common jewelry pieces. Next, we have the implied net investment and so on. Just wanted to show you the percentage of silver in this pie chart. So moving on, this is the silver industrial demand near record highs. So this graph goes from 1960 to 2019, and you can see that it gradually goes up all the way to the top of the chart. And it just goes to show that people still use silver. Not only do they still use it, but it has grown, and I just wanted to include that silver is becoming more and more and more used. Thank you.